Today, what do you have? What you have is what you have already known about you, about what happened to you, what you are going to do today, and all the skills, talents, or other thing that makes your living, profession, work. They are all actually knowledge. They are all just information. They are all actually one word, history. What you have is history. It's not actually good history or bad history. Any history is history. It doesn't matter what. But right now in the space, something else is open. Something very powerful opening happening. That opening is not time. What is happening is there is a space that is open. Space. That space has no boundaries. Time is actually always with a boundary, perimeter. You remember your things and where you are going now. So important part about our life is incredible. Incredible. Life is incredible. And a very few people who came on the circle of survival. Two sets of people were born in the world. Most of them, a majority, like 99%, they are survivors. And out of the 1%, even 1% of the human race is very big. They were connected to a few human beings who contributed to mankind by discovering vertical horizons. Vertical horizons. Right now, what we see is our past and our hopes, our fantasy, our things in the future. But a few people, one guy, he suddenly realized, he questioned, why should the apple fall down? I mean, thousands, millions of people saw apple falling from a tree throughout actually mankind. I am sure caveman did apple as a rock to hit other cavemen. Various things. Actually, not only cavemen, even we do it right now. So all the time, we are actually doing what is obvious. Obvious is what is called the path of least resistance. Obvious is what is called the least resistant path. So one guy actually discovering that gave the fundamental physics of gravity. He realized it's coming down. It's the very nature of the force. And there are so many other people actually who came into the world. Different time, different days, different methods. And also came actually the Buddha, Christ, Krishna, so many others who came. They saw very different circles. Now they saw vertical lines. They saw the vertical reality. It doesn't mean you have to be a scientist or some mathematician to see. This is actually an invitation for you to have a good time with your life. Why are you not having right now a good time? You think you are. But as long as you are in a horizontal plane, you are struggling. You are struggling. You are struggling actually to what? To move forward. Moving forward should never be a struggle. It should be a natural force of spontaneity that actually takes you to the future. Future is not something that actually you walk into. It's something that is coming to you from the horizon. From the horizon. Future always is something that is coming to you. Understand? So to realize about what is actually a horizontal or from horizontal thinking, like horizontal thinking which is based on past. If you can have a day, not a day, even for a half an hour or 1 hour without thinking about your past, anything at all, you will experience a very different energy. You will experience a very different resonance. And these are very powerful one word to understand. This is what is called the spectrum of love. When we say love, love is not just an emotion or falling in love with a man or a woman or other things. Love is a very powerful field. Powerful field. Of course, we are right now having the grace of the earth, the gravity that holds us. So we experience life as warmth. We experience life as warmth with affection. We experience our life here on earth as a warmth. Warmth you had with your own mother one time. Now we have with the earth. We don't think of the earth, but it's just there. We experience love as warmth, affection, and attachment. And that actually gives rise to fondness, tenderness, devotion, attraction, regard. And we begin to admire life, admiration. But all those things with the earth that is going through our body, cellular body, is there. Is very good for one reason only. For us to experience ignition in our body. Otherwise, with warmth, affection, and fondness is very good. You can go to sleep. You can just go to sleep. You can wake up, have a little Starbucks, this or that, talk some nonsense with your family or with your friends, and watch some TV, a man and a woman talking actually nonsense. They have orange hair, both of them, I think. And then you can watch this and go to sleep. Or else actually, you can let your fire ignite. You have a fire in your body. You are cellular actually, but you are actually a ball of fire. You are a ball of fire. You are not a ball of fire like the organic fire we see. Boxer match, when you light a match or in your work or something, in your fireplace or something like that. But the fire we actually experience is a very different fire. But the fire is the first indication for us to become curious. For us to become curious. You have to become curious. Every day you have to be very curious. Curious about what? Politics? No. Curious about the provocations you are having right now. Be curious. Your life is being provoked. Your life is being provoked and you are telling a story to, it's not my fault. I'm too tired to think. I am this, I am that. You are saying various things. Various things. And what do? I say, I'm too tired to do anything. So I will have sex and go to sleep. No, you don't have sex to go to sleep. You don't. You have sex to wake up. Sex is a wake-up call. This is a very important message for those who are using sex to go to sleep. Sex is a wake-up call. You are waking up from being very lethargic, rascal, like a thing. Suddenly, like a dog, you are waking up. Suddenly. Like a wake-up call. Waking up is brightness. Fire means actually radiant. Fire means it draws life energy. Fire means it's a light, it's a glow. It's an attraction. It's an appeal. It's a pull of the forces coming towards you. Fire is a magnetic gravitation. It captivates you. It captivates you. Fire. You need fire in order to have new feelings. Without the new feeling, you can rely on the old ones and just have a humbug life. Life asking you to be outrageous. Outrageous doesn't mean jump into the road and trying to stop the traffic. That is foolishness. Outrageous means actually not going down by your dialogues or the things that are one way or the other trying to bring you one into something else. Because the fire in our body is actually connected to one of the greatest sources called our son of a gun. The sun, our sun, we call it the sunrise, sunset. But that energy of our sun, the same sun that opened the flowers in the morning, opens us also. And there are some flowers who are stubborn and weird and say, I don't want to, no, I'm not going to wake up. I'm not going to wake up today. And the other flowers say, oh, she said it last week also. Other flowers next to that one, she said it last week. I'm not going to wake up. Finally, she gets so jealous because she smells all of our fragrance. And then she wants to get up too. So flower is very powerful. What wakes up with your fire is your element water. You are made out of water. Inside the cell is your fire. Outside the fire actually is your water. Water means fluid, emotion. We are mostly water. Our body is mostly water. Why? Look at the earth. Earth is mostly water. Earth is mostly water. There's a little bit of land. There's a little bit of our body. Mostly actually we are not just only cellularly made out of water. Mostly what every day we feel are emotions. From the time you wake up in the morning with your eyes until you get knocked out and go to sleep unconscious, what you feel are emotions. Emotions are never-ending waves of feelings. Emotions are, natural emotions are very attractive. They are seductive and inviting, engage in you. Emotions are the ones actually that opens the doorways for you to be fascinated, to detect and to engage into things that you can have a pleasure of, to engage in a pleasure and a joy of living by doing what? Pleasure and the joy of living comes by acknowledgement and giving. Pleasure and the joy comes when you can acknowledge. Acknowledge. Acknowledgement in what? Acknowledgement is agreement. You are saying yes to life. You are saying yes. Right now in your life, there are certain things you are telling no, 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 no. When you say yes to life, life loves you. Life loves you. Acknowledgement is actually a way how you are giving yourself a gift. You are giving yourself. You are giving yourself one word, freedom, acknowledgement. I mean, acknowledgement is a very necessary thing for you to open the fan light or the skylight in your space. Skylight means actually recognition, detection, knowledge, awareness. They are actually realizations about you that you have, that you can have. That will give you a very deep joy and a pleasure that you know something. Not know about information, all the other things. You know about yourself, your presence. And that will open incredible windows. What I do is I open windows in your body, in your heart, in your space. Windows. Windows opening is a very powerful way. Most of the time, your windows are closed. Most of the time, your windows are closed. Because you don't want to hear what your neighbor is saying or the other things or protection and other. But when the windows open, you have a different freshness coming to you. That freshness will resonate in your cells, making you feel good that it happened to be you who is you. Most important thing to understand about life is it happened to be you. If you feel it happened to be me's problem, it's not right. You are in the wrong planet. Then you are in the wrong planet. This planet actually invites you to unleash your heart. Unleash your heart as an inquiry. It is not actually anything else you need to have to experience vertical horizons. You need to have inquiries. Inquiries actually will allow you to come out of the earth holding pattern. You are holding earth saying, I have nothing to say. I don't know what to ask. My life is stuck. It has been stuck the last week. It has been stuck for 7 weeks. It has been stuck for 7 years. Oh no, it has been stuck throughout. I can't remember any time I was absolutely free. Oh, I did actually for a moment, then somebody came and spoiled it. And that's what actually your heart is saying. Your heart is saying actually, you are telling why to actually yourself, why you are not having a good time with the present situation of your life. But whenever you are complaining to yourself, actually what you don't understand or realize is, you are not complaining to your present. You are blaming life. You are shouting at life. You are blaming life. I mean, life never gets hurt because it's inconceivable compassion and love for you. Life never gets your complaints as good or bad. But we are always complaining, it's not enough, it's not enough. Why you are not actually able to having a good time any other time is because of just one word. You have to break the habit of being you. You have to break the habit of being you. Whenever you wake up in the morning and go to the mirror, you should get a pleasant shock. Wow, 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 that's me. That's me. You have to feel that. And that's very, very important to feel it. So in order to actually get you out of the horizontal plane into the vertical one, intelligence sends you a very interesting energy. It is actually like enchantment. But it comes with a very powerful little exercise. Exercises are necessary for the incredible stretching of the human imagination, human competence, and our powers. It is actual enchantment. So the life is asking you right now, very simple thing. Do you have an aim right now today? Aim. Do you have an aim? Aim, yeah. Are you aiming at something? No, no, no. Don't put the finger at Mindy. Do you have an aim? Do you aim? Do you have a purpose? Purpose, intent, motive, or a goal, or a point, objective, target, emotional target. I mean, they can be actually just also an indication or a suggestion, but do you feel that? If you feel that way, then the earth will actually send you the energy. Then it will intensify whatever you want. Intensity, increase, deepen, strengthen, reinforce whatever you wanted to feel and do. Without that, actually, what we do is we try to fantasize or visualize what we want to do. You can't visualize unless you are very pure. So right now you have so many projects, ideas, this or that coming. They crash because they did not have the truth as the substance. Truth is the building block of your future. Truth. Truth is not truth and false. Truth means actually recognition, acknowledgement, and appreciation of what you know. What you know. Because in order to even have a very powerful visualization or imagination or a vision or anything you are having about what you want to do, you have to have your heart intention as very pure, deliberate, willful, purposeful. And then it will actually come right. Because whether you call it an emotional or mental visualization or a thinking or pattern, whatever you want to do, what you are creating is an orbit, an ambit, a course, a circumference, a periphery. Moment you do that, you are not in the horizontal plane. As long as you are scheming and planning and trying to do other things, you are not in a vertical plane. You are in horizontal plane. Moment you have with your intention and feelings, a circuit, like an ambit. I mean, it's not always necessary to visualize, but if you can visualize. Normally people don't visualize, they think they are visualizing. To visualize, you have to be so clean and clear. Transparency. You need transparency to visualize. Visualization is like very clean and clear. You don't visualize 100 million or 1 million. You don't visualize money at all. You visualize actually very powerful. Your aim and your purpose, your motive, your objective as heart drive, driven in your heart as this is what I want. So whatever we call it actually as manifestation, manifestation is a very common word we use all the time. Manifestation is like a materialization, display, exhibit, or demonstration or presentation of everything. What is manifestation is one word. It's a union. Manifestation means it's a union, connection, conjunction, fusion, bonding. It's an emotional synthesis, togetherness, unity. That comes out when you can live without any manipulation at all. With or without your knowledge, you manipulate a little bit here and there, various people to get something. It doesn't matter. What is manipulation means one word, telling not the truth. Telling anything other than the truth. So, but telling the truth means It's a very different energy telling what is telling the truth means. Telling the truth means is a recognition. Recognition. Recognition, detection, awareness. Just remember this. We are made out of one word, cells. Our cells are made out of atoms. Of course, each atom has so many particles. Those atoms we have are they're actually teardrops, tears. When you say tears, we are tears coming out of our eyes. These are actually similar tears, but they are not actually coming out of emotions. They are not coming. You cry out of actually a sorrow. You cry out of sorrow, sadness. What is sadness is? Very simply put it, sadness means things did not go the way you wanted it to go. You could not hold, you could not have an impact on the events of your life, on the lives of others, the way you wanted it to go. And that created a sorrow in your being. That's human nature. Human nature. But inside the sorrow also you have one other word. Diffuse anger. You are not just sad, actually, things did not go. You are pissed. You are pissed. If you are just actually sorrowful, then the element earth, with warmth, affection, and tenderness, will take care of you. With you, what you are having is not a sorrow about your life. Mostly what you have is a diffuse anger. And you don't feel like angry at all. You don't feel the anger in any way. But it is there like a little icicle, like a very small atom, like in the chest, like the shape of Sri Lanka, like a pearl drop, like a teardrop. And it's driving you crazy. It's driving you crazy. Because you can't just cry and come out in the way. Also, it doesn't go by screaming and yelling. It doesn't go by screaming and yelling at your lover or anybody else. It only goes by one word. Before that word I give you, I want to tell a little more about how you are holding something against your own presence. Affecting, whenever the horizontal plane is get blocked or congested or other thing, intelligence comes and tell, okay, baby, maybe perhaps you can just rise now. And you say, what nonsense you are talking? I don't have any money at all. I don't have any energy. You think intelligence telling me to rise? That what kind of a crap is that? How can I rise? And very, very powerful, yeah. And just a way to feel it. Like intelligence always says, come on, wake up, wake up. Wake up means vertical. Don't go down. Very simple. Don't go down. And you are telling the world, you are telling, how? No, I can't. I'm a crap. So what happening is, as a result, actually, you are doing one word. You are recycling on the earth. You are recycling on the gravitational field. You have not the element there. You have not even come truly into the element fire and water and air. Most of the time, actually, we are in the element earth. So earth is actually infinite compassion, just like a Buddha. Earth is infinite compassion. He say, all right, okay, what the heck? Then crash, I will take care of you. That's what you do. You crash at night. But actually you crash with other ways also, with alcohol, drugs, sex. And sex is a drug, by the way. You know that, right? No? Oh, okay, that's fine. And no, sex is a wake-up call. It's not a drug. Sex is a manifestation. Manifestation of what? Manifestation of what? Trust, not love. Because sex is actually a link into the continuum of the human race. Anyway, and oh no, don't think, oh, I am contributing to the human race. No, don't get carried away. So what I'm trying to say, very simply put it, is life always is giving you so many things that you can wake up in, never ending. You have never ending capacity to crystalline clear energy to experience life. Every time in your life right now is a new moment. This is a new moment today. This moment has nothing to do with any other moment in your life. Today, this moment right now, I have about 10 people around me, a number of people listening, and seen me, some of them from Europe, that this moment has nothing to do with any other moment in your life. Nothing. Nothing. If you can truly feel it, then you are attracting and inviting intelligence to come to you. Intelligence doesn't just come because you open your computer. That's not intelligence. You open your computer and you see things. That's not intelligence. That's information. You are opening your computer, it's like opening the Oxford Dictionary, a big volume. And you can go through all the volume, all the read, everything. You don't get wisdom. You get references. You get references, not wisdom. Wisdom has no words in it. Wisdom is actually what I call sensing. Sensing is something I felt since I was a little baby. Sensing is a form of thinking without words. Sensing is thinking that has no words in it. When I was about 9-10 years, I put a chair in my living room and sat down at the middle of the living room. My two sisters and my older brother came and said, "What? Tilak is going crazy. Tilak is going crazy." They were just, and then my dad came. My dad came and said, "Tilak, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm busy." He said, "I see you are busy, but what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm thinking, Dad. I'm thinking." Then my dad, "What are you thinking?" "Well, Dad, I'm thinking about what shall I think today." My dad says to them, "Nobody disturb Tilak when he sits there." I was sensing actually. I was sensing something. I didn't have words. Sensing is a very powerful way how you can check your own conscience. Check your own conscience. Conscience is not the heart. Conscience is actually like a sliding door. Whether you agree or disagree with your heart intent, you can check it. You can check what you are trying to do to talk to somebody. Do you really love this person? Or are you just talking to the person to get some money? Or are you just doing something to get something else? Are you really making love because you love her? Or are you actually making love? That is only exercise you get. It all depends. It all depends. I love you so much, let's go to bed. No, you don't have to always. So there are so many things that way. What is the truth about you will fascinate you. The truth about you will never find you guilty. Understand? The truth about you is, this is a moment, a whole new horizon is about to open. That opens vertically. Not only Newton, Einstein, and Steve Jobs, Tesla, and others. You don't have to be a great engineer or scientist to have a great life for yourself. You don't need to design a car or a computer or other things. But you can design a very new heart spectrum that will allow you to experience that it happened to be you who wish you is the best news. That it happened to be you who wish you is the best news you carry in the world. And this is my talk today I want to share with you from Los Angeles. That we have so many things in life. And you have various conflicts and other things in your heart and mind. They are all actually not real. You should live like, not about having no past, not living like no past. Live like there is no tomorrow. Live like there is no tomorrow. And then you will live forever until you disappear. Thank you.